Hey guys, Banana Luck here and welcome back to another Water of Realms video. So today we're back with a gear cleansing video and I just want to show you guys how you can, sort out your gear after a big gear raid and, try to get everything down in less than, I think, 15 minutes. That's how I usually do it. So we just finished farming quite a bit of gear raid 1 and we got quite lucky. I think we've gotten 7 ancient pieces from this event alone since yesterday. And I got 3 before I slept. I woke up after my gear raids and I got 4 more. So pretty lucky day. Much better luck than we did have for the, gear raid 3 plunder event. You can see one here, another one here, and just a rule of thumb, always lock your gear, like your ancient pieces or the good pieces that you have over here, just in case you accidentally sell them, especially when you're doing the cleansing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna run through the different units looking out for different type of sets, and then from there, we're gonna briefly talk through about how do you actually sort out the gear that you've got. So just gonna make sure I lock all the ancient pieces, and normally how I do this is I go from healer sets to support sets and then the DPS sets. So that way we sieve out everything. So sometimes healers, like example attack based healers, they'll use warlord and like calamity sets if they are running only attack speed and attack bonus. So in those cases, we normally want to keep those pieces of gear, even though normally we sell. So that's the rationale behind it. But first off, we'll go with Immortal Warrior, Life Force, and Salvation set. So for this ones, typically you want HP defense, and then maybe attack speed for the healers, and then rage regen last. So this one is only if you get really lucky, but I think rage regen only exists on ancient pieces, so let's not select that. Let's select healing effect instead. You're gonna see this one completely matches up. Obviously, we're gonna keep that. And then from here on, let's hide the enhance. You're gonna see that the first few rows are typically gonna fit everything. And what you want to look out for here instead is what's on the level 16 bar. So HP bonus is important because if this has attack speed, HP bonus is what we want for the HP base healers. So this is going to be a sell for us because we don't want to get to level 16 for a bad HP bonus. This one we can keep. This one, it's okay. If all rows, 3 of this rolls well, then we can go on attack speed. This one you can keep. So typically for the first few rows, you're just checking if one of the main stats that you selected is on level 16. If it is, then it's a skip. Yeah. So over here, you can start to see a pattern already. Attack speed is disappearing. So that means you're gonna get into the shitty trenches once you don't have attack speed and defense. So you can see this one, it's gonna be a sell. So scroll down a bit more here, but with this prioritization, what's nice is that after a while, because of the way that they ascend the gear, or rather they rank the gear, you're gonna notice that, yeah, where was it? Okay, so you can see, right, HP defense bonus, that's still here. But from, let's see, here on, this is where things start to drop in quality. So there's no more defense bonus. The defense bonus is second priority, that's why it's gone. So now it's gone onto our third priority, which is attack speed. So you can still keep some of those, but because this attack speed is on level 16, it's gonna be a hard pass for us. This is a keep, because that will go on healers. This is a skip because of the level 16 one. This is a skip as well. So you can sort of start seeing why this way of sorting out gear is better. Reason being that it sorts everything out for you instead of going through it one by one. You sort of can skim through it much quicker. So yeah, you can start to see here there's no attack speed even anymore. So now there's attack speed, but there's only defense bonus. It's going to be very clear cut that for this sets of gear, you're going to sell most of it actually, unless you're building something very special. So yeah, You can see most of this is going to be a style, and just skim through it really quickly. But yeah, I don't see anything good. Come on, crit rate on defense gear. There's only one guy that I can see that needs it, and that's my dear elder. And yeah, I have an ancient piece right on top there that, you know, that fits him really well actually. But yeah, you can see that once you get to this stage, gear is going to be very straightforward to sort it out. So this unit, I'm going to keep this because I might want to build elder on with this. So that's the only reason why. But I think for most of you out there, all these pieces of gear are going to be a sell. You can see it got right to the bottom really, and we didn't really have to look through everything in great detail. So we sold that. Now, if we really want to go into like the nitty gritty, then we'll head over to. So just reset this. Select weapon and breastplate. Select Warlord, Calamity, and Whirlwind. But this time around, we're gonna select attack bonus and attack speed instead. So this way you can sort of see like what we want to keep and what we don't want to keep. So you can see this piece, right? Even though you typically sell it because there's no crit rate, but because if we want to run a healer on it, attack base healer, then this can be a keep for us. Same for the, you know, whirlwind sets. But typically this is gonna overlap with what you see on your DPS sets as well, because you can see here with a crit rate, even though it's, you know, still captured there, you know, you still want to keep this for your DPS sets instead. So yeah, and yeah, typically you won't want to scroll through this because most of this is going to be the top parts are going to be the ones that you really want to decide to keep or not. But yeah, typically I don't really run through this. To be safe, you know, make sure that I save everything. I just do the same. I include Annihilating Might, but I filter it by the typical DPS stats instead. So crit, attack bonus, crit damage, attack speed, and then we can just go down this list and start seeing things. So typically the first few rows are going to match everything. So yeah, and just skim through all that. This one has crit rate at 16, so it's going to be a hard pass. This one has attack bonus, hard pass. This is going to be a keeper. This one's going to be a skip. It's going to be a keeper, skips, keep. The installer start to see the trend here. And also see that thumbs up. It's not always the best thing to look after. And then over here, let's see where crit rate stops. Okay. So crit rate probably stopped a lot earlier. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is where attack bonus disappeared. So most of this gear is gonna be a sell for us because you don't want to have gear with only crit rate and crit damage. And then this is where you start spotting for that previous filter, those with attack bonus and attack speed, because those are gonna be a lot further down. And yeah, you're gonna see that most of this is gonna be a hard pass, unless they have 3 attributes. So like attack bonus, crit damage, and attack speed. You could still keep those for heroes with inherently built crit rate like Wrath or Maul. But besides that, most of this is going to be a style for us. Yep. You see here, let's sell most of this. So this one we might keep, just because there's attack speed as well. Roll these 2 out and see what the last one shows for us. Be kept as well. Yeah, I can sort of start to see how the filtering really helps a lot in gear sorting. Yeah, this is very nice on the Halloween, for example, because it has HP bonus as well. Keep that. Attack speed is too low. This can be in. Yeah. And then once you get to the lower trenches, things are gonna get really crappy. This is when you can just, you know, instantly select through. Not gonna really check through much, but yeah, it's gonna be lacking most of the attributes that you're looking out for. So yeah, that's how I usually go about doing my gear cleanse. I did sort out this secondary attributes don't match one. So typically this has nothing you want. You can actually just go ahead and select all and sell them. So if you want to be safe, you can check through them, or I typically just sell. But that's pretty much going to be it for the video, guys. For the rings, accessories, amulets, bangles, you go through the same process. Just that for those, you want to add an extra layer of filter, and that's going to be filtering. In the case of DPS, you do attack bonus, crit damage, and then attack speed. That's how we, these are the three categories we look out for, and do the same ranking here. And then if you want to make things cleaner, you can select just all the DPS sets. So if it's Gear Rate 3, it's going to be like this. If it's Gear Rate 2, then it's going to be Ageless Wrath, Night Terror, Fix, Cassette, Fatality, and Hawkeye if I'm not wrong. Either or. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. For healers, you can do the same. Not gonna talk much about that. Attributes wise, you're gonna select mainly HP bonus, attack speed, and healing effect. Because Rage Regen is gonna mostly pop out only on the ancient pieces, but you can select that as well just in case. And then reset the secondary attributes. But that's gonna be pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and feel free to also comment down if you have any questions below. But that's pretty much gonna be it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one, and I hope this was helpful for gear cleanse. Goodbye.